Change is inevitable, except from a vending machine. However, this truth is not easy to truly understand. Let me enthrall you with the tale of my trysts with change. Certain things, they should stay the way they are. You should be able to stick them in one of those big glass cases and just leave them alone. How great would it be if life was one of those constants? And for me, that actually was true. Until this April, when the steady rocking of my boat on the calm ocean transformed into a boat frantically battling with the wind in the midst of a tempestuous storm. The very first change was in my house. My grandparents contracted a major sickness, due to which my parents often had to visit our native place. After some time, we made the decision for the grandparents to move to our house. I did not know how to deal with this. Earlier, I had been the focal point around which my parents' lives revolved, and now this was not the case. The second change struck a chord even closer to my heart. I was used to winning or at least placing in the top 3 of competitions that I participated in. And then, 2 major losses consecutively came my way. The first one was an inter-school competition held in Lucknow. Our school held a winning streak in that competition, but we could not win. I felt it was more my fault because if I had won in the categories I had participated in, our school would have continued the streak. The second loss came in a solo category in another inter-school competition. Here too, it was evident that I was the only one at fault. And then, the third and most recent change came in a project I was working in. I was the student convener for that project. I'd started working on it from June and had put my all into the project. Then came time to prepare for the grand finale. I wanted it to be simply amazing. And then, just 4 days before the final day, came the news like sudden lightning from the sky that the grand finale was postponed to more than a month later. I was devastated. The postponement felt like an annoying guest that refuses to take the cue to leave. All these changes catching me unawares made me realize just how unequipped I was to deal with changes and the emotions it brought with them. Imagine your life in a rocket that blasted off when you were born and will break down and decompose when you die. So right now, your rocket is smoothly cruising along in outer space when boom! What's that? Oh, an asteroid just hit your rocket. What in the world will you do? Well, firstly, you need to sit through while the after effects of the asteroid pass and accept that, yeah, that happened. We're gonna have to deal with that now. Secondly, you'll fix the damage done to your rocket by the asteroid and move around your rocket furniture to deal with the big dent. And thirdly, you'll just continue with your trajectory. Now change the asteroid to the change, the rocket to your life, and the steps to my formula for dealing with change emerge. Drum roll, please. Bring, swing, and ding. Phase 1, bring. Bring acceptance of the change. Sometimes, however mad you are at the Zomato bhaiya for not reaching your house yet, the only thing you can do is to accept it. Bring determines whether the change was ever in my control. Relating to my grandparents falling ill, there was nothing I could do about it. But for the consecutive losses, it had initially been in my power, but was not in my hands any longer. Therefore, the only thing to do was to bring acceptance that it was not in my control, bring acceptance that it was irreversible. Phase 2, swing. Swing with it. When swings are suddenly pushed, you need to get used to the new motion and take actions to adjust to it. Relating to my grandparents falling ill, I needed to restructure my life and become more empathetic. But for the consecutive losses, I need not adapt to the experience of losing. Rather, I should adapt to the experience of losing and still persevering. When it came to my event getting cancelled, I just needed to replan and adjust a few things. Once I identified all of these things, it was time to move to phase 3. Phase 3, ding. Ding, ding, ding. Time's up. Move on. You know how it feels when you're at someone's wedding and there are mouth-watering sweets in front of you, but you can't have them because of your sore throat. That's me at every wedding. Phase 3, ding, teaches me how to deal with that. It teaches me that I should take the learning from the change forward by reminding myself to never fall sick ahead of a wedding again and remember the adaptation and evolution I did because of the changes. Once I'd identified all of this, I just needed to ding with life. Like Dory from Finding Nemo said, just keep swimming. One thing that helped me implement bring, swing and ding was the realization that other people around me were also trying to adapt to the same change. When my grandparents fell ill, my parents too had to bring and swing from the change. The event getting cancelled impacted not only me, but also the other students participating in the project. No doubt they too had to bring, swing, and ding from the changes. Trying to change my response to changes in my life is like a diet. It's way too easy to fail. But I'm on the journey to do it, and that's what matters. As George Will has said, the future has a way of arriving unannounced. So I hope I can keep changing to bring, swing, and ding for what the future brings me. Thank you.